Let us now talk about English language, advanced level, and we are on the prescribed text. And the question we're talking about is the importance of settings. Settings could be physical, they could be psychological, they could be historical. In Lake God, the faun's palate is westernized. The faun puts away all his subjects but allows Father Leo, even in his inner chamber. The faun's palace is also the place where the faun stalks, beat the chief priest, She Bonyo. And it is also the place where the women bring Dewa to ask the faun to send the cattle rearers away. The outcome of all these actions highlight cultural conflict, farmer-grazier conflict, and the faun's greed. Secondly, the sacred grove is very important because that's where She Bonyo goes to nurse his wounds. And he continues to intercede with the gods to calm down their anger. He also consults his cowries when members of Kwifon visit him, and he tells them that the future is bleak. He also informs them that the water in the lake is boiling. All the activities that take place at the sacred grove highlight tradition. Father Leo meets the women in church during morning mass and castigates them for taking part in pagan ceremonies. He tells them that they will go to hell and also uses this opportunity to castigate polygamy, highlighting cultural conflict between Christianity and tradition. He is an agent of the faun in order to calm down the women and break down their resolve, which they have taken during the oath of sealed lips. In Casco for Montillado, the street of the carnival where Montresor meets Fortunato is a place of pleasure. They meet and Montresor pretends to be happy to see him, whereas he bears a grudge against him for a trivial insult, highlighting hypocrisy. Montresor's palazzo is also important because it is a big house, and all the servants have left the house to go and take part in the carnival, thereby leaving the house empty. The emptiness permits Montresor to invite Fortunato to taste wine that does not exist, whereas he wants to kill him, highlighting revenge and hypocrisy. He takes him down to the catacomb, which is a place where they share wine, which is a place where the Montresor family have been killing many of their enemies, as seen through the many skeletons that are scattered all over the place. It is also the place where he gives Fortunato wine and makes him get drunk. It is there that he chains him to the wall, rendering him powerless, and he buries him alive without remorse. The fact that Montresor buries his friends alive, and the fact that the Montresor family has been killing their enemies in the catacomb, and without even having the dignity to give them a decent burial, it highlights revenge and man's inhumanity to man. In across the Mongolo, Ata is a place where there is communality. When Ngwe's news, the news of Ngwe's madness, it becomes a community affair. The faun mobilizes, send young men to Besadi to bring Ngwe back to the land of his ancestors, highlighting communality and love. We are also told that every household in Ata has an ancestral shrine where the people worship the skulls of their ancestors, highlighting ancestral worship. It is also here in Atta. That Nde Nkemasa beats his wife, cutting plantains near the plantains which are near the ancestral shrine to highlight male chauvinism. Wisdom College and College of Arts are institutions of learning in Kama, which are characterized by order, discipline, excellence. It's a place where there is mutual respect between teachers and students. And this is used in direct contrast to the institutions of learning in Gola. In Gola, the scholarite is a place where there's a lot of corruption. Ngwe realizes that during the registration formalities, the workers, they get angry and close their door only to return the next morning. He only learns later on that students give bribes to these workers and they treat their documents at night, highlighting bribery. It is also a place of laissez-faire. Ngwe speaks bad French and he's mocked by the other and humiliated. And one of the workers flings off his document because the documents are in English. Ngwe continue the ordeal at the prefecture, where they have to spend days going there for their documents to be certified. What marks the interest of the reader is the fact that the secretary there openly tells them that she is not there to serve Anglophones, highlighting discrimination. The university as a whole is a place of neglect as there is grass, dirt everywhere. Students are improperly dressed. It's a place where there is disrespect between teachers and students as they throw insults at one another. It is also a place of disorder and indiscipline of the highest order. When the students organize a strike, the police descends on them, molesting, arresting, and torturing some, highlighting violence. It is also a place of moral decadence. As the dean of the Faculty of Law has a student girlfriend whom he takes to Paris on weekend, and students also date teachers on campus. And lastly, it is a place where exam malpractice is very rampant. Students have examination questions before the writing session, given to them by their teacher boyfriends or by the typist. And some students also use cartouches, pre-prepared material. And even when they are caught by the invigilators, the same students could be seen with the invigilators shaking hands and smiling, which means that they have been bribed. There are many instances. Choose different settings. Tell us what is happening in that setting and show us how important the setting is to our understanding of the novel. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow the Facebook page. Have a nice day.